American forces say their attack on Fallujah was an act of self-defense. US commanders say insurgents broke the ceasefire. There are reports of more fighting today. High street closures. Dixon's is shutting more than 100 stores. Violence in Thailand. More than 100 die in clashes between police and Islamic youths. And changing childbirth. Why doctors want to cut the number of caesarean births. Hello and welcome to the BBC's News at 1 o'clock. American military leaders say last night's fierce attack on Fallujah was an act of self-defense in response to several violations of a ceasefire. The US says 2 insurgents were killed when artillery units and... Now let's see, the time is 17 minutes past 1. Our top story this lunchtime. US forces in Iraq defend an attack on Fallujah. They say insurgents broke a ceasefire. Coming up, phone boom. Why a quarter of primary school children now own a mobile. And a shearing for Shrek as the world's woolliest sheep loses his fleece. A quarter of all primary school children now own a mobile phone, a figure that's doubled over the last 3 years. Many parents see mobile phones as a vital way of keeping contact with their children.
On Sunday, just starting to turn more unsettled in the northwest of Scotland. Darren, back to you.
Thanks, Nina. Now, at 1:30, a reminder of our top story. American forces say their attack on Fallujah was an act of self-defense when insurgents broke the ceasefire. And the high street retailer Dixon's is shutting more than 100 stores. Well, that's all from the 1 o'clock news this Wednesday lunchtime, so it's goodbye from me, and we can now join the BBC's news teams across the United Kingdom.